Oh, wait. Use that one. Don't use this one. Use this back. Yeah, that's better. Hey, good morning, Philip Reynolds. Welcome. It's I believe it's about 6:45 in the morning. Let's double check that. 6:42 in the morning, and we're right about to get started with game 120 of our 2019 Mets replay. Hold on one second. All right, sorry guys. All right, it's 2019 Mets, Dallas Keuchel versus Steven Matz. Deep drive baseball. We're right about to get started. The Mets are 63-56. The Braves are 60-61. And it's game 120, deep drive baseball. You roll 3d10. You read the red and the white, and then the green is an informational die. Now, the great thing about replay PC baseball is that it'll print out the lineup in case you want to do a basically old school paper and pencil box score. So it prints all the information out. It does give you the ratings for replay baseball, and I am using deep drive baseball and inputting the stats. So I'm right about to get started. Let's have some fun. It's going to be Ahmed Rosario leading off for the Mets, followed by J.D. Davis, and batting third is Pete Alonso. Cleanup is Wilson Ramos, the catcher. Batting fifth is the right fielder Michael Conforto. Batting sixth is the Todd father, Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Batting seventh is second baseman Ruben Tejada, a blast from the past. He played on the he's the reason why you can't overslide the bag at second base. He had his leg broken in 2015 in the playoffs. I think it was in the championship series against the Dodgers. And from that point on, there was a new rule instituted. So Ruben Tejada is back on the team playing second base today. This is his first game of the season with the Mets. Batting eighth is Juan Lagares, the center fielder, and batting ninth is Steven Matz. Steven Matz, originally in 2019, 11-10 with a 4.21 ERA, had a rough start, but later on kind of settled down and performed much better in the second part of the season. And we're ready to roll. So let's go. It's going to be a 90 and a 9, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field, shallow center field. Racing in is Enciarte, and he makes the catch, one up, one down. So deep drive baseball plays very, very quickly, very, very smoothly. Get the whole season and all the players for $12. It's PDF only. This is a 92 and a 1. That's popped up. Middle of the infield. Calling for it is Camargo, the shortstop. The defense for the Braves is Donaldson at third, Camargo at short, Albies at second, and Freeman at first. Behind the plate is Flowers. From left to right is Duval, Enciarte, and Acuna. Pete Alonso now with 2 outs. Pitch from Keuchel. That's a 52. That's going to be a deep drive off Keuchel. And let's see what Alonso can. So he lifts one to deep left center field. Back goes Duval and Enciarte to the track, and that ball's gone. Pete Alonso connects. And let's take a look quickly at what home run that is for him on this season. He's got quite a few. Pop 6, and Alonso that's his 31st home run of the season. The Mets go up 1-0. And I put a circle around my home runs. Wilson Ramos is next. Pitch from the lefty Dallas Keuchel. Dallas Keuchel was just recently picked up as a free agent by the Atlanta Braves. 75, that's going to be a defensive check. We're going to re-roll. A 49 takes us to error, and it's going to be a comebacker to the pitcher. Keuchel is a 5, so he is an outstanding fielding pitcher who makes a great play, fires the first, and that retires the side. So 1 run, 1 hit. Let's lead at 1-0. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. And it's going to be Ronnie Acuna leading us off. I'll go over the lineup real quick here. Ronnie Acuna in right field. Batting second is Albies. Batting third is Freddie Freeman. In the cleanup spot is Josh Donaldson. Batting fifth is Duvall. Batting sixth is the shortstop Camargo. Batting seventh is Enciarte. Batting eighth is Flowers. And batting ninth is Dallas Keuchel. Here's the pitch. That's a 77. That's going to be a defensive check. And a 67. 67 reads it's to a ground ball to the second baseman. And Tejada, what kind of second baseman is Tejada? That's the question. Oh, he's not a very good second baseman at all. And what did I say it was? A 67. And that's bobbled. And the throw to first is not in time. So it's going to be an E4. So Tejada in his first game with the Mets after a few years not being here makes an error. So we're going to move this up just a little bit here. Push that to make us a little extra space to put these cards down on. So Acuna's on at first. Now Acuna's going to try to steal. He's a 3A. Actually, Mats has a pretty decent move. But that cancels out by Wilson Ramos, who doesn't have very good throwing arm. So we're going to try to roll as low as we can. It's a pretty low number. 73 is not going to be a low number. So he does not get the jump. Ozzie Albies. That's a 0-2. That's a deep drive off Albies card. Oh, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I hate when that happens. So 54, that's going to be pulled down the line into the left field corner. J.D. Davis after it. So that was originally it was an reached on an error, E4, and now it's going to be a double. And a very fast runner is going to score. On the double, it's 1-1. There are 2 pages of charts, and this is the running chart right up here. Yep, very fast runner scores from first base, and it's Freddie Freeman with Albies out second. It's an RBI double. I'm going to quickly check on my dog because I have a feeling he's being very quiet, and when he's very quiet, that's not a good sign. Yeah, I have a sixth sense. My dog was getting into trouble. So it's tied up, and it's going to be Freddie Freeman. We're going to start rolling the 20-sided die, which I sometimes forget to do. I'm going to roll it once, and then again for a wild pitch. A 1 would be a wild pitch, potentially wild pitch. We have to roll for that. 83 is going to be off Mats, and a 5 is a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to move Albies over to third base. All right, and it's going to be Josh Donaldson. Pitch for Mets. Infield will be in for the Mets. 26, and that is a strikeout. 2 outs. Adam Duvall. And a 96 and a 4 is Rip to second. Tejada up with it, handles this one. And that retires the side. So the game is tied at 1. Michael Conforto. Things that slows us down a little bit is where I'm inputting both on paper and I'm inputting on into the computer as well. So that it's like a double input. It slows me down a little bit in playing these games. Conforto. 79 and an 8 is a fly ball right field. Right there is Acuna. 1 up, 1 down. Playing at SunTrust Park. Todd Frazier, 54. That's line base hit. The Todd father on with a 1-out single. Not a threat to steal. We're rolling that 20-sided die for the 1. Nothing there. 97 and a 4. That's Rip to second. It's going to be Albies to Camargo back to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit. So Tejada grounds into a double play. Joan Camargo in the bottom of the second. Hey, Philip Reynolds. Molly's there. Hope you are keeping well. Yes, we are definitely, sir. Same here for all you guys. 43 and a 2 is ground ball comebacker to Mats. 1 up, 1 down. Next is Enciarte. Ooh, a 99 and a 1. That's popped up. Shortstop. Rosario waits for it, squeezes it, 2 out. And Tyler Flowers, 25. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 3rd. That's how fast an inning can go in this game. Juan Lagares is up. And a 37 is going to be a fly ball center field. Over is Enciarte, makes the catch. Next is Mats. That's a 65. That's ball 4. So Mats manages a walk. He's on at first. He's very slow in the game's ratings. And Rosario can throw that, looking for the 1-14. And that's going to be a little ground ball and sneaks through. Mats is going to stop at second, first and second. Runners with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Roll at 20, looking for that 1. Nothing there. J.D. Davis, the batter. He popped up in the first inning. That's a 61, and that's going to be line base hit to left. Now, we could try. We're not going to try to score a very slow runner. I don't even think it'll let me, actually. All right, so the bases are loaded with 1 out. Oh, and there's a possibility for a wild pitch. Let's see how this works. Let's grab our chart. This is always exciting. Could be a pass ball, pick off. Could be a lot of different things. It's a 78. 78 says catcher is not rated to play position. It's a pass ball. He is rated to play position. So that has no effect. All right. So Pete Alonso now with the bases loaded. We're going to throw that. And here's the pitch. It's a 58. That's going to be base hit center field. That's going to score 1 run. That's Steven Matz comes in. With 1 out, everybody else is going to hold unless, let me see, I may be able to try to score Rosario, who's fast. I believe I can score him, try to score him. And yes, he's fast, so it's going to be a question mark. I can try to score him. Let's see what happens. Let's try to score an extra run here. And a 74. 74 and a fast runner is going to be a hold. So Rosario is not going to try to score. He's going to hold. So it's an RBI single by Pete Alonso. He's 2 for 2 today. He's got a home run and a single now. And the bases are loaded. So if Keuchel gives up 1 more base runner in this inning, he's going to lose a point. He's going to be a minus a point in his endurance for the game. All right, so we're going to roll. There's no 1 there. Wilson Ramos, infield is in. That's a 54, and that's line base hit. That's going to score 1. J.D. Davis is going to have the opportunity to score. And we're going to roll to see on the plus, because that is a plus, an S plus, which is a little bit different. The S plus, yep. So wait a second. No, it's not going to be able to score him. Okay. So bases are loaded. RBI single for Wilson Ramos. Mets are up 3-1. Keuchel's gonna lose a point. So we're gonna try to write a -1 there, an endurance. And the infield is in for Michael Conforto. Nope. That's a 0-1. That's a deep drive off Michael Conforto's card. That's deep to right field. See what happens. And a 58, and that's going to be off the wall. That's going to score 2 runs for sure. And it's going to be 5-1 Mets. 2 runs double by Michael Conforto. And it's going to be second and third now. Todd Frazier, the batter. A 96 and a 2, and that's a hard comebacker to Keuchel. Everybody's going to hold on this. And now there's 2 outs, and it's Tejada. Tejada hit into a double play in his first at bat. That's going to be a 40 and a 3, and that's a chopper to first. Freeman's going to take it himself, beats Tejada to the bag, and that retires the side. So the Mets pick up 4 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits and a walk. And they lead it 5-1. Bottom of the third, Dallas Keuchel leading us off. I'm going to let him go a little bit longer. I just don't want to remove somebody because that'll create a just havoc in my life. I do that. He's going to strike out. So Matt strikes out Keuchel to lead off the bottom of the third. 1 up, 1 down. 5-1 Mets, a 22, and that's a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. That's K number 4 for Steven Matz, and it's Ozzie Albies. And a 61, that's a ground ball and through into center field for a base hit. 2-out single for Ozzie Albies. Going to throw that 20-sided die. And that's a 27. That's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman goes down swinging. 3 up, 3 down. 5 strikeouts for Matt so far. No runs, 1 hit. Top of the fourth. 5-1 Mets. Josh Donaldson, 45 and a 3, and that's a hard hit ground ball to the first baseman who backhands it. Flips to Mets covering. Flips to 3. I'd say, let me see who's up. Hold on a second. Top of the fourth, it's Lagares. Grounds out to the third baseman. Backhands it, long throw to first in time. 5-3. Steven Matz with 1 out. Top of the fourth. That's a 95 and a 0. That's line and caught by the second baseman. Albies. Ahmed Rosario, 84. And that's going to be a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. Albies fields it over to first in time. No runs, no hits. Bottom of the fourth. Josh Donaldson is leading us off. That's a 25. That's strike 3. So Matz has struck out 4 out of the last 5 batters. Duval with 0-5. That's a deep drive off Duval's. And a 15. That's going to be gone. Got a hold of that Matz fastball. Drove it over into the left field seats. And it's a 5-2 ball game. Johan Camargo with 1 out. 25, and that is a ground ball, slow grounder to the third baseman who charges, bare hands, throw to first in time. Nice play by the Todd father, Todd Frazier at third. Inciarte with a 40 and a 6, and that's chopped to the second baseman. Tejada over to first, and that retires the side, but the Braves pick up a run on a hit, and it's 5-2 Mets. J.D. Davis, top of the fifth. It's a 58, and that's going to be base hit Leadoff single for J.D. Davis. Next is Wilson Ramos. And a 48 and a 7, Pete Alonso, excuse me. Pete Alonso is next, and he flies out deep left field. Back goes Duvall to the track and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Back to first is J.D. Davis. Oh, that's a potential wild pitch. Let's see what happens. A 68. I believe off the top of my head, a 68 is a wild pitch, automatic wild pitch. And what does it say? It says 68. If pitcher, oh no, pickoff. If pitcher pickoff rating is A, B, C, and D, it's a pickoff. So Davis, A, D, C, and D, he's an F, so he does not get the pickoff. So there's no result. We're going to throw that again. Nothing there. Wilson Ramos, that's a 13, and that is a little ground ball that sneaks through into left field. Stopping at second is Davis. 4, 5, 6. That's going to go 10. I roll that D20 for the 1 to see if it's a pass ball, pick off, any of those things. So now it's going to be Michael Conforto with runners on first and second and 1 out. It's a 17. That's ball 4. Bases are loaded. So he gave up. He struggled. He struggled for sure. We're right on the verge. He's due up next inning. Dallas Keuchel is due up next inning, so I'm going to try to see if we can get through this inning. Todd Frazier. Bases loaded. Infield is in. Oh boy, that's trouble. Todd Frazier with a 0-5. That's line base hit. That's going to score 1. Playing on a hop. And Ramos is going to hold the third. Not a very fast runner. He's known as the Buffalo, probably the slowest player in the league. That's an RBI single by the Todd father. His second single of the game. He's 2 for 3. Now it's Ruben Tejada with the bases loaded. Infield is in for the Braves. Probably the last batter. 78 is going to be a 7 fly ball to left field. Now this has a fly ball chart. Fly ball to left field says that there's a question mark on. He's a very slow runner, and that's So Ramos would have no chance to score on that. So that's a fly to 7. 2 out. So Keuchel is 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Score is 6-2 Mets. Actually, I think he allowed 6 runs, so he becomes fatigued. So we'll work him as fatigued on that from now on. I just remembered that. Lagares. Going to throw that 20-sided die. Oh, it's a 1, a potential for a wild pitch. And a 96. I don't think a 96 is going to be a wild pitch. 2 charts. That's all you got. 96 says if catcher pass ball rating is B, C, D, or F, B, C, D, or F, and Tyler Flowers is a F. So that's going to be a pass ball. That's going to score another run. So let's see. Pass ball. Everybody's going to move up on number 8. Got a lot of little messages to myself. So you know what? We're going to intentionally walk Lagares to face Matz. And that's a 27. That's a strikeout and is the inning. But the Mets do pick up 2 runs on 3 singles and a couple of walks, and they lead it now by a score of 7-2. That's going to be it for Keuchel because he's going to get pinch hit for. So Tyler Flowers against Steven Matz, 0-9, and that's a walk. So he walks Flowers. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. Let's take a look and see who that is. Now, in the top of the second, it was a fly ball. I'm going back and I'm kind of filling out the replay online because it helps me kind of with the rosters. So Camargo then, 1, 2, 3, pop up 6, 1, 2, 3, pop 6, and a K. And then it was the top of the third where it was a little wacky. We saw a fly to center. There was a walk there. Then there was single, 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 and then a double. So then it was single, single, and then an RBI single. And then it was Ramos with a single. Hold on a second. Let me back up. Okay, yeah, Pete Alonso singled. Okay, then it's Wilson Ramos, and he singles. Another RBI single. And then it's a 2-run double by Conforto. And then it was a 1-3, and okay. Everybody's going to hold on that 1-3. And then it was a 3-1. It was a 3. All right, there we go. So it was 5-1 at that point. Then it was Keuchel leading off. He strikes out, strike out, single. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just have to fill this in. It makes my life much easier now, especially with all the changes that are going to start coming in. And then Lagares grounds out, line out, ground out. 5-3. L4. And then 4-3. And then in the bottom of the fourth, it was Donaldson who struck out. And it was a home run by the next Duvall. And a ground ball. And then another ground ball. And it was the top of the fifth that saw the single. A single, a fly ball. And then a single, a walk to load the bases. And it was an RBI single by Frazier. And then a pass ball, which allowed another run to score. And then it was a fly ball to left. An intentional walk to Lagares. And it was a strikeout of Matz. And that brings Flowers, who just walked, to lead off the inning. It is 7-2. Mets here in the bottom of the fifth. So Flowers walks, and now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Keuchel. This is where PC Baseball really replay PC Baseball really helps me, because it gives me the rosters and keeps track of everything for me. So Keuchel is going to get pinch hit for. It's going to be Culberson. Culberson's going to pinch hit. Let's see if I could track down Culberson. There he is, Charlie Culberson. He's a righty specialist. Going to write him. All right, here goes. Going to throw that 20-sided die to see if there's a wild pitch. Got a pass ball in this game already, a 94 and a 9, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. Coming in is Lagares, makes a nice catch in center field. Playing deep drive baseball. A lot of fun, easy to read cards. You get every player. You do have to print them out and then cut them. That's something I don't really like doing, but sometimes I'll make exceptions. That's a 95 and a 4, and that is a hard hit ground ball. That's going to be a double play. That's Tejada to Rosario, back to first, 4-6-3. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the sixth. Ahmed Rosario. There's going to be a new pitcher now. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? So that was Culberson with a fly to center. That was a 4-6-3 double play. And we're going to look for a new pitcher. It's going to be Melanson. Mark Melanson is going to come in. There he is. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. All right. Against Ahmed Rosario, leadoff batter for the Mets. That's an 86, and a 0 is line and caught by second baseman Albies. One up, one down in the top of the sixth. 7-2 Mets. Next is J.D. Davis with a 48 and a 2, and that's ripped to the first baseman. Freeman makes a nice play, and he beats J.D. Davis to the bag. Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is 2 for 3 with a home run and a single, and that's a 42 and a 9, and fly ball right field. Right there is Acuna, who puts it away. 3 up, 3 down. So Melanson does a good job. All right, what happens in 2019? These pitchers only allowed to really go one inning. So it's a little bit of a drag. You got to do a lot of pitching changes. Slows down the game a lot. Albies, Steven Matz against Albies here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a 0-3. That's a deep drive off of Albies' bat. And hold on, Alonso with the 9. And a 94 is going to be a ball that is gone. Albies connects, drives one over the left center field fence. And it's 7-3 now. Freddie Freeman. A 69 is going to be a strikeout. So Freeman strikes out for the second time. And an 84, that's going to be off Matz. A 0, that's line and caught by Tejada at second base. 2 out. Adam Duvall, 0-1. That's a deep drive. And that ball is off the wall and hustling around second, going for third. Duvall, here's the throw, and not in time. 2-out triple for Adam Duvall. Juan Camargo there now. And a 92 and a 4 is a hard hit ground ball at the second baseman. Tejada whips it to first, and that retires the side. 1 run on 2 hits. So Freeman struck out, and then it was a line out. And a triple. And then Camargo grounded out. 7-3. Mets have 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, while the Braves have 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Wilson Ramos is up. We're going to get a new pitcher now. And let's see if I got Sean Green in here. I may not have him in here yet. If I don't have him in here, that means I got to pull him from another team. That's all that means. Because usually the players on the team they finish the season with. No, I do have Shane Green. Okay, so he did finish the season here. So Shane Green is going to come in. Oh, he's a closer. He's considered a closer, so I'm not going to bring him in. I will bring in Josh Tomlin. So Josh Tomlin's going to come in. There he is. He's in there. He can go an inning as well. Oh, no, he can go 2 innings. All right, great. But Culberson, oh, darn it. Okay, I see what happened here. You know what we're going to do? We are going to pull a double switch, and we're going to bring in Matt Joyce to left field. Joyce is going to be here. And left field. And then the left fielder, Duvall, is going to be replaced by the pitcher. Let's see. Let's do that. So, yeah, I'm going to have to undo what I just did. Okay, so let's start again. Let's bring in a new pitcher. Actually, wait a second. Let me go to where it shows me. All right, so right where Duvall is, I want to bring in let's go to pitchers. Hold on a second. This is can be a little bit tedious. All right, so I'm going to bring in Tomlin, I'm going to put him here. There, Tomlin's in, and he's the pitcher. Then in this spot, I'm going to put in the left fielder. And that's going to be Joyce, and he's going to come in here, and that's going to be it, pretty much. Done. That was pretty quick. So Tomlin, and then we're going to have to, there. Should be good. Confirm, done. All right, so we made a double switch, and it's going to be Ramos. And that's an 18 Ramos strikeout. Tomlin strikes out Ramos. Josh Tomlin was 2-1 with 3.74 ERA. Conforto's next, 0-5. That's line, base hit, center field, played on a hop by Enciarte. Conforto's on with a single at 20. He's not going to do it. And a 16 to Frazier, and that's a hit by pitch. So first and second with one out for the Mets. Hit by pitch by Tomlin. Let's write that in. And we're going to throw that 20-sided die, looking for the one. We don't get it. Ruben Tejada. And that's a 34, and that's line and caught by the second baseman. Can he turn a double play? And no, L4. 2 outs. Tejada's 0 for 4 on the day, and it's Juan Lagares now. And an 84 is going to be a 2, and that's a comebacker to Tomlin. And throws out Lagares to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. So Ramos started the inning with a strikeout. Then it was a single for Conforto. It was a hit by pitch and a line out to the second baseman and a comebacker. All right, it's Enciarte. Now Matz has gone 6. He can go 9. He's gone 6, been through the lineup twice. That's 8. Given up a run, that's 9. So he's been used up. He's going to get replaced. And we are going to, let's see if we can pull a double switch here. So Panic is going to come in to play second base, and he's going into that 9th spot. And then Tejada is going to get replaced with the pitcher. We're bringing in, we didn't decide who we're going to bring in, Brad Brock. Brad Brock is going to come in. He's in there. And that's it. That's simple. Boom. So let's grab Brock. Trying to finish out this game. Towards the end of the game, it really slows up. All games, I mean, especially modern games. Oh, great. That's not what I wanted to see. I don't seem to have Brock here, but I saw him in this other set of cards that I had somewhere. Hold on a second. I have a second set of Mets that I accidentally printed out, and I said, instead of throwing them out, I'll keep them just in case something happens to my first set or they get coffee spilt on them or something like that. So it's a little bit of a drag here because I'm looking for a guy who came over towards the second part of the season. So I may have him in his original team. But I could have swore I had Brad Brock. Hold on a second. I remember seeing him. These are all my hitters. These are my pitchers now. Hitters. It's a little bit of a drag. Okay, for some reason I don't have him. Let me see what team he was on. I may have had him and I pulled him into that other team. Let's see. Brock. Let me track down what team he was on, Brad Brock. And he pitched first in 2019. He was with Chicago. All right, let me grab Chicago real quick. So I have the Cubs here. I'm going to look through these Cubs for Brock. A lot of cards, man. It's like 50 cards at least. And these are all the hitters. So I'm looking for pitchers so I can go through these pretty quick. If they have that deep drive little square there, that means they're a hitter. It's a hitter card. Here are my pitchers, Phelps and Lester and Hendricks. I'm surprised that the Cubs haven't done a little bit better since 2016. I mean, I would have expected, I saw them as having a team, a young team with tremendous potential. They may still come back and be in it this year, but they lost my favorite manager. There he is, Prom Solved. Okay. A little bit frustrating sometimes. Okay, NCR take against Brock. And Matt's went 6. Here he goes. We're going to roll that. That's it. All right, it's a 98 and a 4. And that's a 4 is a hard hit ground ball third base. Backhanded by Frazier. High throw and nice play by Alonso. 1 up, 1 down. Tyler Flowers. It's a 38. And that's going to be a potential error of some kind. 91, I don't know what that's going to be. Let's look it up. 91 says fly ball left field. And who's there for the Mets? That's Davis, and that's off his glove. And into second base. J.D. Davis retrieves the ball, throws it in, and that's going to be Flowers on second base with a 2-base error on the left fielder, J.D. Davis. E7. That's a second error for the Mets here in this game. And do the, no, they don't have any. All right. Okay, so Flowers on its second base. Now it's going to be Joyce because we pull that double switch so we wouldn't have to pinch hit. It's a 0-2. That's a deep drive off Joyce, and that ball is gone. 7-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Home run for Joyce. 2-run home run for Matt Joyce. Seven four now. Oh no! Wait a second. I have 7-5. Oh yeah, 7-5. Look at that. Acuna scored in that first inning. Okay. And it's going to be Acuna leading off here. 13, and that is ball 4. 7-5 the score. A 20. That's a strikeout. Albies strikes out for the second out of the inning, and it's Freddie Freeman. 61. That's going to be base hit. Right field, excuse me. Acuna. I'm sorry, Albies at first base, and Albies is very nope. Fast. Will he go to third? I'm going to hold him at second base. First and second, 2 outs. Josh Donaldson. That's a 13, and that is all 4, and that's going to be it for Brock. So Brock came in, got 2.2, and now it's the pitcher spot, so we don't know who they're going to bring in. So basically, Acuna walks. Let's recap the inning. It's a strikeout for Albies. Freeman singles him over to second base. Donaldson walks, loading up the bases. It's a 7-5 is loaded. Pitchers due up, so we're going to get a pinch hitter. Let's see if we have. If we click on, it'll show us. Let's click on the batter, and then it'll show we have McCann. Let's do that. Let's bring in Brian McCann, our backup catcher. All right, so McCann is going to come in there. All right, we're going to get a new pitcher for the Mets. It's a lefty, so we're going to get in. Wilson is going to come in. Wilson's a pretty decent ball player for the Mets. Had a good season. And let's see if we have him here. No, not in this set. How about in this set? And there he is. Justin Wilson's going to come in. All right, we're going to throw for the wild pitch. Nothing there. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 7-5. Brian McCann. Oh, got to re-roll that. That's a 16, and that is a strikeout. And the side is retired. But the Braves pick up 2 runs, and they leave the bases loaded. Pick up 2 runs on the 2-run home run. And that was 2 hits. 2 runs, 2 hits. All right, so McCann came in, pinch hit, struck out with the bases loaded. And we go to the top of the 8th. New pitcher again. Facing the Joe Panik. I put him in. He's at second base. Oh, he goes here. All right. He's going to lead it off for us against. Need a pitcher. Need to pop in a pitcher there. Top of the 8th. You know who I have? Martin. Got a guy named Martin available. Let's see. Chris Martin is going to come in. Well, I have let me see who I have. A righty. I have 2 righties. Yep, Chris Martin works. All right, so Chris Martin is going to face Joe Panik. Top of the 8th. 7-5 Mets. 0-4, and that's going to be line base hit to the right for Panik. He's on at first. Rosario's up next. Pitch to Rosario, a 62, and that's going to be a little ground ball and through the left side into the left fielder Joyce, who gets it in. First and second now. J.D. Davis is next. Pitch from Martin, 33 and an 8. It's a fly ball, center field. Right there is Enciarte. 2 outs. Pete Alonso. And an 88 and an 8. That's a fly ball, center field again. Enciarte on the run and catches up to it. 2 outs. Wilson Ramos. And a 38 is going to be a pop-up to the catcher. Throws his mask away. Flowers under it, makes the catch. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Wilson can still go because he went only 1/3 of an inning. Did not allow any base runners. He's going to face Camargo, Enciarte, and Flowers. Here's a pitch. It's a 61, and that is a walk. So Camargo walks. Tying run is now at the plate. Here's the pitch, a 26 and a 6, and that is a ground ball to the second baseman. It's going to have, oh no, that's a defensive play. Hold on, we're going to check that. And a 75 goes to the third baseman, and it's going to be a nice play by Frazier. He's going to go to second for 1, back to first, not in time. The fielder's choice. 5-4. NCRT's on it first. All right, Tyler Flowers, nothing there. 40, that's a defensive check. And an 81 takes us to a ground ball to the shortstop. And he's going to go to second for 1. No throw to first. And it's Matt Joyce. Against the lefty, Joyce is going to be at a disadvantage because he's a specialist. And a 49 and a 9, and that's a fly ball center field. Over is Lagares, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So it's 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. Go to the top of the 9th. Conforto. We're going to get a new pitcher. We're going to bring in Shane Green. So it was Martin. And now it's Green. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pitcher. Welcome to modern baseball. Conforto leading it off against Green, a 67, and that is a K. 1 up, 1 down. Top of the 9-7-5 Mets. Next is Todd Frazier, 39 and a 4. Is a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. Panic. Whips it over to first. 2 down. I'm sorry, not Panic. Albies, excuse me. And Tejada. Oh, no, wait. Tejada was pulled. That's the pitcher spot, I believe. So the pitcher spot, we're going to see a pinch hitter here. So let's see. Let's start this. Hold on a second. Blue. And it's 8. I'm inputting some data real quick here. And then it's going to be Camargo let off of the walk. And it was a fielder's choice, 6-4. Then another, oh no, it was 5-4, and then 5-4. And then it was a fly to center field. All right, in this inning, it was a K for Conforto. And then a ground ball to second base for Frazier. And now it's a pitcher. All right, so we're going to get a pinch hitter. Let's see who it's going to be. I've got lefty Guillorme. We'll bring in Guillorme. And the hitters are on this side. Guillorme's right there. He's going to pinch hit. All right, Guillorme comes in to pinch hit. Hold on a second. I got to go back. I got to input a pitcher. Let me go back 1, 3. And now it's going to be pinch hitter. All right, we're up to date. Here's a pitch. John Green, 77 and a 1, and that's popped up to the first base side. Freeman there makes the catch, and that retires the side. Go to bottom of the 9th. Last licks, 7-5 Mets. So Mets have, let's see, let's go over this. Mets 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. The Braves have 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And it's Ronald Acuna Jr. going to lead us off against Edwin Diaz. The Mets closer had a horrible, horrible season in 2019. He's going to come in, potentially get the save. Let's see what happens. I can even say what that was. All right, here goes. 32 is a strikeout. So Acuna goes down, swinging slider gets Acuna, 1 out. And a 61 is going to be a single off of Edwin Diaz's card. Tying run is at the plate now. Freeman and Donaldson do up, so they're power hitters. With 1 swing of the bat, they can tie it up. Oh, I'm using the wrong card. What did I do with Diaz? What did I put with him? Wait a second. Let me go back. I thought I brought in Diaz. Oh, there it is. I put him in the wrong spot. Christ. Okay, so 61 off Diaz is a hit. It was okay, so that's okay. That's all right. All right, so now it's going to be then Acuna strikes out, and then Albies singles. Freddie Freeman. Here goes. Let's throw again. Nothing there. And it's a 15. That's going to be ball 4. So the winning run is at the plate now, and Josh Donaldson. Pitch from Edwin Diaz here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Mets are up 7-5. 1 out. The Braves have Albies at second and Freeman at first. Here's the pitch. Let's throw that wild pitch. Nothing. That's an 87. 87 is going to be a strikeout. So Donaldson down swinging. And I keep on doing that. And now it's going to need a, oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe that just happened. Wow. Oh. The reason I'm making all those noises is because this is going to be funny. I'm going to have to pull up Ortega's card on the other side because there's one last player on the roster. Donaldson strikes out, 2 outs. And this brings up the pitcher. But the last player I have is Ortega. And for some reason, I don't have his card. So on my other screen, I'm going to have to pull up Ortega's card and read it off my other screen to get through this game. Let's see. What the hell's going on here? Holy moly. She disconnected mine. All right, plan B. Let's look at another screen here. Let's go to the other side. Oh, but I don't have my cards in there. Hold on a second. All right. For some reason, my wife disconnected my keyboard. And I think she also changed my password. We'll see what happens. Oh, no, she didn't. Okay, so my cards. Let's go to my cards here. 2019. Uh, 2019. Oh, that's okay. That's not there. Let's see. Let's find 2019. You know what? 2019 is probably my desktop. No. My downloads, 2019. Deep Drive, 71. Where's Deep Drive? Oh, God. Don't see it. All right, so let me go into my emails now, and I have to track it that way. Let me go into my emails, and I will track 2019. It's a little short rain delay here. 2019 Deep Drive. Oh wait, that's not going to work. That's my sampler. 2019. Here it is. Okay. Deep Drive. Download link. Deep Drive season download. And let me Okay, let me open it up now. Oh, it's downloading. That's the thing. Hold on a second. I should have this downloaded on my computer already. I don't know why I don't. I'm going to have to save it. All right, so season. Here it is. Cards. And let me go to the Braves. Atlanta Braves. Change the view. All right, there it is. And Ortega. Let's see why I don't have Ortega. This is really annoying. He must have gotten into somebody else's dugout by accident. Okay, so Ortega is not on the regular set, so he must be on the extra player set. Yeah, that's why. All right, so he's on the extra player set, which I have to go back to. All right, so let's go to the extra players. Deep Draft Baseball. Let's see, this could be the extra players here. Atlanta. Ortega, there he is. All right, so let me print out that page. So I'll have it. And that's going to be current page. But I can't print it out right now because I don't have a card stock in there. So let's just look at Ortega's card. It may not even be off his card, so I may not have to have wasted all that time. First and second, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Diaz is on the mound. Throw that 20-sided die for the wild pitch. Nothing there. It's going to be Ortega, and it's a 20 and a 3 off Ortega's card. Rafael Ortega, and that's a strikeout, and that's the ball game. Wow. I didn't even have to. I did have to check for that card because it was off the batter's card. So that's it. That's the ball game. So this was a pretty good ball game. No runs in the ninth. 1 hit. The Mets hold on to win it by a score of 7-5. So Ortega pinch hits in the ninth. That was the last player on the bench for the Braves, and he strikes out to end the inning. And it's Steven Matz is going to pick up the win. He's 8-8. The loss is going to go to Keuchel. He's 1-7. Edwin Diaz picks up his 27th save. Pete Alonso is the MVP. Why did Pete Alonso become the MVP? He went 2 for 5 with 2 big RBIs, including his 31st home run of the season. Home runs for the Braves, Duvall his 8th, and Matt Joyce his 4th. Albies hit his 16th as well. And that's about it. So this is CP Cards and Dice saying, oh, all right. I see what happened there. All right, and that's it. So hope you enjoyed the game. I will see you soon. It was the Mets 7 runs on 13 hits. 13 hits here and 2 errors. And the Braves 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Heidi Jester, what's up, man? How are you, brother? Larry was in the house for a little while. Yes, stats are wacky, man. No matter what I do, what game I play, stats are always kind of up and down. Some guys are doing right on, some guys are not. One loss records are always off. It's hard to say. It's hard. It's really I kind of given up on wanting to do stuff, wanting to get stats exactly the same. Like Matt's is 8-8, right? Let's look at Matt's real quick. Matt's was 11-10 with a 4.21 ERA. In our replay, he's 8-8 with a 4.40 ERA. So he's 20 points off. His one-loss record is almost identical. But then you look at somebody like Keuchel. Keuchel was 8-8, but he's 1-7 in our replay. You know what I'm saying? So the one-loss record is hard to kind of, and some of these teams get into losing streaks, man, and you can't get out of them. So anyway, but yeah, the games all seem like, right on. I mean, 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Mets, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Braves. And the Mets improved their record to 64-56, and the Braves dropped to 60-62. And we're going to the next game, see what happens. I'm using PC Replay to keep all the other teams. I can play with one click. I play the whole day now. Go to the next day, and I can play I can kind of roll for the next day for the Mets. All right, it's going to be Teheran versus Stroman. That's going to be a fun game. So that's it. This is CP Cards and Dice. I hope you enjoyed the game, and I will see you guys soon. Let's go Mets.